what do I need to do in order to convince people that I am this minister figure, that I can be holy, that I know what I'm doing theologically, so they would like me more and accept me more? I can remember the first time I had made the kind of decision to go into ministry. And I remember going to school and getting over to TCU and then being around a lot of people in that situation. And then when I start slowly declaring, hey, this is what I want to do, to see people's look on their face and say, you're what? You're going to be a minister? What kind of minister are you going to be? That was intimidating. I already had doubt. So there's this great temptation for me to have to think to myself and say, what do I need to do in order to convince people that I am this minister figure? I tell you, that's one of the greatest struggles of ministry. And finding our purpose, even within our own ministry, is a very difficult thing for us to do, because if you think about this business structure we have in the church now, that we are the hired ones. And our customers are right there in front of us in the pews. So our job is to make the customers happy. That is a bad model for ministry. I don't think Jesus did that very much. I don't think he tried to make the disciples happy and give them what they wanted. Just imagine having the confidence of being a minister of Jesus Christ. What if you knew without a doubt that here are my gifts? I am an apostle. I am a prophet. I know what God is calling me to do. And so when I go to a congregation, I'm not having them interview me. I'm going to interview them as well. I'm going to say, this is who I am. This is what God has called me to do. These are things I do very well because this is a gift that God has given me. And these are things that I don't know very well. And these are things I need help in. You're not hiring me to be Christian for you. You're hiring me to motivate you, to organize you, to build you up, to push you in places that you're afraid to do. God's called you for a reason. You can't be intimidated by that reason, or you can't be intimidated by other people. But first, it comes with knowing who you are, what your gifts are, what God is asking you to do, and how God's asking you to do it. That's your purpose. We need to find it. And I'm this close to getting a class started that would invite you to come be a part of discovering who you are and what your ministry is about, what your story is about, and get that confidence level up so we can go into the church and say, hey, folks, it's time to move in a direction that God is calling us to move. Let's correct the curve of the church to be relevant in the world in which we live. What a journey. Let's do this together.